Princeton University offering a new course in critical race theory titled #Black Lives Matter. Joining me to discuss, former Princeton professor, Dr. Carol Swain. Dr. Swain, great to see you. As always, here is a course description quote. It seeks to document the forms of dispossession that Black Americans face and offers a critical examination of the prison industrial complex, police brutality, urban poverty, and white supremacy in the U.S. Dr. Swain, does this offering by your former employer shock you in any way?
No, critical race theory was around. It's been around for decades, but what we do know is that it did not stay on the university campuses, that it has permeated every sector of our society. And we know the harmful effects of taking that dangerous ideology that divides Americans into the K through 12 classrooms. And so I think that we now see that there needs to be a reckoning with universities, especially those that are turning out the future leaders of tomorrow, the Ivy League schools, where the graduates dominate our society.
But to push back on that concept for a moment, we've seen in recent weeks, recent months, a pushback on the elite institutions, on your Ivy Leagues, from an employer perspective saying, I don't know if I love the employees that are coming out of these Ivy League and other elite schools. Don't courses like this support that notion that, hey, I'm going to get a better worker coming from somewhere else where they've actually been taught skills and not this?
Absolutely correct. And we need to stop selecting Supreme Court justices almost exclusively from that environment. And while I have your audience, I'd like to point out that I have a new book on critical race theory that offers strategies on how to fight back. It explains what it is, where it came from, how it impacts our society, why it's un-American. It runs counter to our Constitution, and we don't have to stand for it. And the book is Black Eye for America, How Critical Race Theory is Burning Down the House.
Yeah, we see the full screen of the cover of the book there. Obviously, you are in this field. You've studied this field. You know this field. Where can overachieving kids go to college with an eye toward, hey, I want to get a really good job. I want to be one of those future leaders when I get out. And this is coming from somebody, admittedly, I'm an Ivy League grad, but, you know, I don't know if that's the proper way to go anymore, Dr. Swain.
It is not the proper way to go, and all the other institutions look to the Ivy League. They want to be the Harvard of the South or the Princeton. And so if we can target those Ivy League schools and change them, the other schools will follow suit because they look at each other. And the millions, and in some cases, billions of dollars the institutions are getting to teach anti-Americanism. And it's not confined to one class. Right. It's all over the institution, in the departments of education. And that's why we have lost K through 12 education in most of America.
You mentioned money. This is only going to stop when parents say, I'm not paying for my kid to go to these schools anymore. That's going to be a big factor if this changes at all. Dr. Carol Swain, remember, pick up a copy of her book. She mentioned it. We'll pop it up on the screen again for you. There it is. Or no, it isn't. We saw it before. Dr. Swain, thank you.